The pandemic has really changed a lot for all of us. The last couple of years have reminded us of what's really important in our lives, how we cherish the people that are most important to us, especially our families. I'm now approaching 30 years in this business. I've learned a lot about accumulating, about investing, about wealth, about business, and mostly about how to use insurance wisely. Something many people discount and sometimes even begrudge, but planning that most successful people embrace. So I want to take a minute and ask you to pause and consider something. If you, your spouse, or your partner died tomorrow, what would your family do? Have you done the planning? Have you properly insured yourself? Especially now, with the recent decline in investment portfolios and with real property assets no longer liquid and flying off the shelf. Have you replaced your income? I've got two specific questions I want to talk to you about. Number one, about your estate plan. When was the last time you reviewed it? Most people do the planning, and they park the plans and they never revisit. They think they're done. This is the single biggest mistake you can make. Not only do your assets grow, your desires change over time, as do the ages of your children and your beneficiaries, and their capacity to handle your affairs. Most folks do the plan when their kids are young. Plus, all the documents related to healthcare, they've changed. So you never want your family to be in a situation where you're not prepared, and they're not prepared to act as you desire. If you haven't revisited your estate plan in the last 5 years, it's an absolute must. If you need a referral, call me. I keep a lot of attorneys busy doing this kind of planning. And the same is true about your life insurance. When was the last time you actually reviewed and contemplated the economic needs of your family if you died tomorrow? What plans would you want to have in place if your ability to buy insurance changed tomorrow? You and I may have done that planning years ago, or maybe you did it with somebody else. Most people buy a term policy. They set it and they forget it. Maybe $1 million isn't what it used to be. Surely it doesn't last as long, right? I'll argue most of you are underinsured by a lot. There's assets and then there's liquidity. Life insurance brings liquidity to situations at the right time. Life insurance brings money to families who many times have lots of assets but don't have liquidity. I want you to think about your lifestyle, your mortgages, your education planning, your retirement accumulations. The problem with most term policies is that they are going to expire way before you do. They don't get updated, they don't get refinanced. Don't wait till you're too old to requalify. If you're someone who hasn't revisited your life insurance policies in the last several years, this is the right time. Term insurance policies are at an absolute low. I will say this. People who plan are infinitely more successful than those who don't. If we haven't had the conversation in the last couple of years, let's get on a call and talk through the planning. I got more wisdom to share.